Welcome to Mind Life Weekly. My name is Derek and this channel is all about simple psychology for life. Be sure to subscribe to stay updated on all our videos. And while you're down there, do hit the like button because we need your help growing this channel. Today we'll be looking at the key lessons when you overexpress your emotions. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. When overexpressing emotions. In the 60s and 70s, it was commonly thought that expression was a very important thing and that self-expression was necessary in order to be healthy. However, it is vital that you learn to do it well and appropriately so that you can be as successful as you want to be in life. The danger in a philosophy that focuses on expression is that some people tend to overexpress. An example of overexpression is when you release all of the emotional pressure that's built up inside of you onto whatever or whoever is near. You will tend to have explosive temper tantrums and blame others, rather than fully receiving the message your emotions are trying to convey, learning their lessons and resolving them. Overexpressing emotion basically dumps your emotions on other people, blames them for your problems, and ultimately doesn't resolve anything for anyone. It just means that everyone else is sitting in the same pot of soup with you. Consider the following scenario. Let's say you're going to dinner with friends. When they walk through the door of the restaurant, one forgets to hold it open for you and the door slams in your face. You become livid. This is the point where people have to make an important choice. What do you do with the intense emotion that is now rushing through you? If you decide to overexpress your anger, you might shout, rant, rave, and really let your anger go. You might feel better, but your friend will not. Overexpressing your emotion in that situation can put a strain on your friendships. If you do that over and over again, what's going to happen to those friendships? Put yourself in their place. Would you like to have a friendship with someone who keeps going off at you on the smallest things? Similarly, you don't want to ignore the fact that your friend just slammed the door in your face. What if it happens again, making you feel like a doormat that is disregarded and disrespected? If this seems to be the case, suppressing your anger is not going to work either. There has to be some kind of middle ground, some way of expressing your anger in a way that's healthy for everyone concerned. Luckily, such a middle ground of expression does exist, but before we get to that, I'd like to talk about the third unhelpful pattern that people typically use to deal with their emotions. Avoidance. People who avoid their emotions by trying to distract themselves can develop all kinds of behaviours and habits that they may not necessarily like. One example of this is overeating. Overeating is driven by all kinds of emotions. Let's say you feel stressed at work. You come home and you just need to eat that chocolate to break the mindset. You develop the habit of eating to keep from focusing on an emotion. So the next time someone shouts at and upsets you, you race to the fridge, get out the chocolate, sit down, and commiserate with yourself. It's not just eating that gets driven by negative emotions like this. It can be smoking, watching TV, or any number of behaviours used as a distraction to help avoid and essentially hide from our emotions. Chocolate, cigarettes, TV, alcohol, all these become a kind of anti-emotion medication to mask the effect of how we feel until time passes and we're okay again. But remember what was said in one of our previous videos. Emotions are an early warning signal. If you ignore an emotion, you can bet on one thing. It's going to come back, and it's going to come back stronger than it was before. Conclusion. So now with our 3 videos on emotions, we've started to gather some clues as to what emotions are and how to deal with them in a way that's healthy for us and for the people around us. Remember, emotions are an early warning signal. There's a message behind them. Think of a little telegram boy waving a telegram in your face, shouting, "Telegram! Telegram!" He won't leave you alone until you take the telegram and read it. If you shove him out of the way, what's he going to do? He's going to wait outside the door, and the minute you come out, he's going to jump on you again. Telegram! 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 If you decide to try and ignore him by turning up your music, he'll still be outside shouting. Just because you can't hear him doesn't mean that he's gone. Eventually, when you turn off the blaring music, he'll be there with the same mantra. Telegram, telegram. The key to mastering your emotions is discovering what the message is. The only way to stop the telegram boy in his effort for your attention is to take the telegram and read it. Then the little boy will smile, thank you, and finally leave you alone. I hope you have learned something valuable from our video. Tending to your emotions this way is something you'd want to do because emotions are a telegram from your inner mind. Things that we typically don't pay attention to consciously will surface subconsciously through your emotions. By being able to get the message and release the emotions, you'll learn a great deal about yourself and the world around you. All of that valuable information will help you be more successful in life. So that's about it from me. The Mind Life Weekly channel will continue to have more discussions on identifying and labelling emotions, as well as learning more strategies on how to best work with them. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, show us your appreciation by giving us a thumbs up. Share it with your friends so they too can understand why they might overexpress their emotions. And do subscribe to stay tuned for our next fascinating video, which will be out sooner than you think.